Life with me, Gina Marie, making meatballs, but first a tomato and basil salad with mozzarella and olive oil that you're just going to love. Strive to be happy. Ah yes, fresh garden tomatoes and fresh garden basil, sweet basil. This is a part of our everyday life in the summer. We do it different ways with different tomatoes. We like to put mozzarella cheese. Today I'm using the shredded, but sometimes we cut the tomatoes into coins and make slices and put a whole piece of basil on each one. Sometimes I take the cherry tomatoes and skewer them on toothpicks with the little mozzarella balls and the basil. But we always have olive oil and some balsamic to splash on a little bit of salt and pepper. It's just very, very good at any meal. We love it all summer long. What am I doing? Life with me, Gina Marie. This video is the first video I made for my life with me, Gina Marie, since I was going through an ordeal. And I kind of lost my creative mode. But I'm back, and I realized I didn't make my mama's meatball recipe. So I'm going to show you what I do, but I make my own breadcrumbs. So I start with only whole bread, and I just chop it all up. You can rip it, chop it, cut it, break it up, let it dry out a bit, and then we're going to go over to the food processor and add all the fun things that make my meatballs wonderful. Anyway, it's good to be back. We have a lot to be thankful for this year. A lot has happened. So everybody get in positive mode, and we're going to make meatballs. It doesn't matter what kind of bread, Italian, Millbrook. It doesn't have to be totally dry. It could be just out of the freezer, whatever. We're going to put it all in the food processor. And we're gonna put that in there with some onion powder. Yeah. Maybe some minced onion, garlic powder, oregano, leaves, salt, pepper, onion powder, maybe some black ground pepper, and about a cup of cheese into the food processor. This is the dry part. Then we're gonna mix it in with the meatballs. Well, we're gonna sneak out back here. And I like to get fresh parsley. Oh my, look what's on my parsley plant. Isn't he cute? Oh wow, every year, my herbs, I get these little beautiful caterpillar butterflies, I guess. There's my basil. And I'm going to get some fresh oregano too. Very nice to have a little garden of the herbs that you need on a beautiful day. So we're about to get the breadcrumbs and the ingredients into the processor. Oh, we got a movie in the background, so just don't pay attention to that. But I've got here the salt, the pepper. I have onion powder, garlic powder, and dried chopped onion. I have oregano and about a half a cup or a little more of any kind of cheese, parmesan, whatever you like. And I'll chop up my herbs for the meatballs later, but this is all gonna go in here. We have here a pound of ground beef and a pound of ground pork. And in that, I'm going to take some milk, tomato paste, and a beaten egg. And I'm going to add the breadcrumbs to the meat along with the wet mixture. Okay, I know this is really dizzy because I am just not used to doing these videos anymore. So let's just mix it all in this cup here. How to do it. You crack one egg. And a little bit of tomato paste. Oops, I gotta pop that open. It's Centos. Probably like a good squirt. I don't give measurements, so you gotta wing it with me. I left it room temperature, hoping that will be good. And it'll all come together. So we're gonna add our chopped herbs from the garden, parsley and oregano, to the meat and fold that in later. But first, we're going to add some breadcrumbs. Probably about a cup to start. And then from there, we will work in carefully the liquid. See? And we got that. We're gonna pour that in slowly. Just a little. And then let's see how that works. And you really gotta work it and fold it very slowly. It'll be a little dry. If you run out of breadcrumbs, which you shouldn't, you should be able to freeze the excess. You can add a little bit of your store-bought to it, but I'm gonna try to stick with my own this time. In fact, we're gonna add a little bit more. It seems like a lot, but it's really not. And the milk will absorb the bread and become one with the pork and your ground meat. And you don't want to over mix, but you want to mix. Good. You can throw those in now. Kind of fold it in. Fresh herbs from the garden. Of course, I didn't add a lot of salt because of the cheese. So I added approximately 4 tablespoons of all the powders and onion powder, garlic powder. I added probably a quarter cup, a little less of the oregano, dried. And then again, I cut a little fresh. I put it in there. And just a little bit more of the breadcrumbs. And we're gonna have a big sizzling meatball. That really comes together. In the oven, 375 hot oven. And keep turning them until they're golden caramelized brown. My husband likes me to stick a raisin in the middle of each one, but sometimes I do that and sometimes I don't, depends on if I have raisins. But we're ready to make our monster meatballs because that's what I make, monster meatballs. Always have extra. And what we do is just put it in a glass. I put it in a glass container, tight, seal it. And I can use this breading or mixture, breadcrumbs, in the freezer for as long as you want. Use it for pork chops, breading pork chops, or anything else, soft pork chops. Have it a little extra. Put it in the freezer. Well, hey there. I got them in the oven. 375. I think you can see that. It's backwards, isn't it? Anyways, 375. I'm going to show you. Down in there. Yeah, they're in there. We're going to keep flipping around till they're caramelized. Keep turning the meatballs around in there. Let them get caramelized on all sides. We got 375. Ah, yes, the meatballs are done. They're caramelized. And a little olive oil. My homemade breadcrumbs. And we're gonna eat soon. Yeah. Bon appetit. The pasta. Any way you want to make it. Meatballs. Yes. Have a beautiful day.
Yay!